It's a space where kids can come in and they've got tools and materials and they can do pretty much whatever they want. They can explore any question, tackle any problem, work on any project. And the job of the staff in the space is to facilitate their experience. So the values of Community Science Workshop are all about equity and access for underserved youth or historically marginalized youth. There's so much joy in a Community Science Workshop, and a lot of educational environments have struggle with joy. One of the fundamental things to me about being in Community Science Workshop is that it's a place where everyone is having a great time and figuring new things out and feeling capable.
Me gustaba mucho el ambiente aquí y un día recibí la oferta de Kerr. Él me dijo que si yo quería trabajar aquí en este taller y le dije, pues yo no sé inglés, yo no sé ciencias, yo no sé, pues yo creo que no tengo un degree y él me dijo, lo más importante es que tienes la pasión.
Actually, I got introduced to the program as a young elementary student. I was in the after-school program. They taught science, but in a way that allowed me to use my hands to actually become more physical with the things instead of reading a book or writing.
One of our core design principles is having some amount of drop-in hours. Drop-in hours are times when our spaces are open to the public on a free basis where people don't have to pay, where kids don't have to bring their parents and they don't have to have a permission slip, and they can come and go as they please. Those kinds of hours allow our programs to be accessible to kids regardless of what their own schedule is in their life. It also allows for us to blur the lines between everyday life and science, because we're not saying you got to sign up for this program if you want to do science. We're saying we're here, we're across the street from your house. Come check it out. Another one of our key design principles is that a community science workshop has to be on existing walking routes or transit routes that kids use. And those walking and transit routes have to be close to low-income homes and schools. We see geography as too often determining kids' opportunities.
So you have these wires connected, right? So that we already know that one works. So connect this one here.
The first thing I always do is just introduce myself, even if they know me. The reason of doing that is so that make them feel comfortable being in the workshop. A lot of kids don't really know how to use the tools, so that's one of the things that I actually do. Introduce them to the whole place, making sure they know where everything's at.
Once I see them take initiative to start making something, that's when I approach them all. I'm like, oh, what are you working on, or what are you thinking of? It's like, oh, and they start talking to me, telling me all of these things that they want to do, and then I just start asking them questions like, well, are you sure the wood's not gonna be too heavy, or are the bottles gonna be too small? It's like, they're like, oh, that's a good question. They're like, what if you make them bigger? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You tell me. It's like, let's try it. So they get the sense of they start realizing things. They start thinking.
Que está haciendo un poquito mal, no llega a uno a ser agresivo. Simplemente mira qué te parece si lo hacemos mejor de esta manera. Creo que vas a hacer tu proyecto un poquito más fácil para ti, no mejor, porque cuando tú ya les estás diciendo mejor, como que les estás dando que su proyecto, la manera que ellos piensan no está bien.
In the beginning, I used to prep everything, 100%. And I had to have a classroom full of 25 children, and they would all come out with the exact same project. And so as I started to realize, you know what, I think this class of third graders are a lot more capable than I give them credit for. Through the time that they spend here, they're able to build on that confidence, that level of I can do it. You know, the first day we're building something really small, I had to walk them through completely step by step. And a year later, they're taking on a duct tape canoe.
Cuando un niño por primera vez usa un taladro, es muy importante explicarle cómo usarlo. un niño no tiene tanta fuerza, ¿verdad? Entonces yo le digo siempre, tú le vas a apresurar el botón y yo trato de poner la fuerza. Yo voy guiando la madera y él lo va cortando, aunque sea su primera vez, pero ya se siente con la confianza.
So when you force the idea of a circuit into a child's brain, it doesn't stick. So in this case, you know, when they come here and they want to create a flashlight, well, now you need to learn what a circuit is. And so it gives it purpose. It gives it the motivation to want to learn.
Really amazed how much the younger kids, like little kids, can teach you. You learn so much from them, like things that they come up with get you thinking. And you're just like, wow, that's a good question.
Here we are constantly creating things that do not work. But at the same time, it's okay. We're all doing this together. We're all discovering what we can do together. And I think it's just the sense of security. There's no need to fear what might happen, whether it's success or failure, if you choose to call it that. But security, it's a safe place.
Mistakes will happen, but it's okay. Because I mean, most of the times those mistakes, you'll learn from them. Keep in mind that, you know, there's good days and bad days, but at the end, just keep in mind who you need to help. Who are you there for?
Siempre los niños tienen unas ideas tan grandiosas que simplemente lo que necesitamos como adultos es escucharlos.